Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Garoppolo. He hits Adams complete.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
51 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Second and 9. Garoppolo going to change the look here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Dig! Dig! Whoa! Go ahead.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
The pass taken in by Mayer.
Touchdown!
Michael Mayer.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, his throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Second and 10.
To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here we go.
Here's White.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Jacobs again.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Chark, 46 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Twenty-one. Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. In motion, Dorsett. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Harris coming up with a solid run there. He shifted to a more complimentary role last season in New England due to some injuries and the emergence of others, and posted the fewest yards and carries of his past 3 seasons. That influenced an AFC East jump from the Patriots to the Bills, where he got a 1-year deal to prove that he can be the lead back once again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, but led to a really nice game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
21, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Hey, alert! One, Omaha.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris.
And the stop here will come at the 48-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Tyree Wilson
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So his first sack of the game at CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the give, this is Harris.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
They already had the early lead in they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion right, Dorsett. Garoppolo
Garoppolo on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Garoppolo's going to change the play. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Allen now on first down. And Sharp calls it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they're trying to help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Robert Spillane. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 23, here's 2nd and 9. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Garoppolo.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year, just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second and a couple.
12. Stand.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Terrell Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Allen going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Sheds off the tackle. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here we go.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
Six. Hey, come on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He gets it complete to Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Pass on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Brought down by Ed Oliver. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Garoppolo changing the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And this returnable for Hines. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen to Diggs there for Buffalo first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Garoppolo now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Go ahead.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And now the
situation, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7.
I got you. 21.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Now 1st and goal.
11.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen. It's caught inside the 25.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. 1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we